Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a little bit of a different video today. I tend to get a lot of compliments on my makeup and a lot of friends asking me how I do my makeup. So today I thought I would try something different and do a makeup tutorial. So this look is with a dramatic dark winged eyeliner and a bright bold lip, which I think is perfect for spring and summer. And if you want to know how I put this together, then keep on watching. Before I apply any makeup, I will always, without a doubt, use a eyeshadow base. So my favorite eyeshadow base is this NARS. It's called the Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And I'll put a little bit of this right over top of my lids. Even when I'm traveling and I'm just wearing a little bit of mascara and eyeliner, I'll still put the base on because I find that nothing will stick to your eye if you're using that base. So next is foundation. My favorite foundation right now is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Foundation. The reason I like this foundation is because it is really sheer, and so I find that it's not heavy and it's not cakey, which I like. So I feel like you still look really natural even when you're wearing this foundation. You can still kind of see your skin, and I like that. I feel like you have a little bit more of like a youthful and a dewy look. So now that that's done, we're gonna go right into brows. Now, what I like doing for brows is I really like to use a small angled brow brush and a powder. And I started doing this by fluke, total fluke, because one day I ran out of the pencil that I was using, and in a panic, because I'll always do my brows even if I'm not wearing any makeup at all, well, no makeup, I will wear a little bit of foundation and I'll fill in my brows, and that's it. Maybe a little bit of lip gloss or something. So in a panic, I grabbed my angle brush and this eyeshadow. This is actually a Sephora, just an eyeshadow powder, and this is in the color Coffee Break. I have found it to be so effective and so long-lasting and wearable that now that's my go-to eyebrow fill. So what I like to do is just put a little bit of product on the tip of the brush, and then go right in and fill the bottom of my brows first. So I like to get a nice clean line there, and then I'll just take the product up and just kind of comb it through the rest of my brow. And I don't like to put any product where there isn't any hair, so I just want to fill in the existing shape that's there. So I'm going to go in the top and do the same thing. And then I'm just going to elongate the end of the brow just slightly, making sure that there's just a really nice line and a really nice curve to my brow. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so that's pretty good. Before I move on, I'm going to set what I've just done with my foundation and brows. So I'm going to take a big thick powder brush and my favorite pressed powder, which is from Chanel. Love this. It is a little bit more pricey, it is Chanel, but the pressed powder I find lasts forever. I don't even know how long I've had this. I've had it for a really, really, really long time. So I definitely think that there's value, even though you are spending a little bit more money, because you don't go through the product that quickly. Okay. So now that powder is on, I am going to go back in and just carve out my eyebrows a little bit more and just clean up the edges, because I do want my brows to look really, really clean, especially on the ends for this look. So I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer, which is Marc Jacobs. These are the little concealer pots, and this one is in the color number 3, Young. Gotta love that name. So I'm just gonna go in with a teeny tiny bit of product. I don't want a lot because, like I said, you get a lot of coverage out of this. So I just put a little bit on the end of my brush, and then I'm gonna go right underneath my brow, like right on the brow bone. And I think I put a little bit too much product on my brush because it's coming off quite a bit, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go on the top of my brow bone as well. So, and then I don't want to cover up what I'm doing here. I'm just really highlighting the top of my brow bone and right underneath. So this is really just going to carve out my brows, and it's going to give it a really defined look. So that looks pretty good. And like I said, I think I put a little bit too much product in the end of my brush. So the way I'm going to take care of that is I'm actually going to just buff it out with my foundation brush. So that's going to keep most of the product right by my brow, which is where I want it. And I'm just buffing it out with this brush here. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Whew. Little brush hair there. There we go. Done. Okay, so now for the eyes. So again, I want this to be really light on the eyes because all the drama is going to come from the liner. So what I'm going to do is actually just go in with a very light shade of pink. This is the matte shimmer palette. I love this palette. I use this a lot actually, and the reason why I really love it is I like the colors. The colors are very natural looking, but also I like NARS makeup a lot because there's so much pigment in the makeup, so you really don't need a lot of product in order to get a really good result. So I'm just going to take a regular eyeshadow brush and then go in with this really light kind of pink shimmer. And then I'm just going to apply that sort of all over my lid, just kind of as like an eyeshadow base. I'm just applying that really lightly because again, I can tell already that there's a lot of product on my brush. So without even dipping that back into the eyeshadow, I'm going to go over top of the other eye. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This is a Sephora. This is the Pro Shader brush, the number 18. It's just a really teeny tiny eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go in with the NARS sort of this medium brown. Now this doesn't have any shimmer. This is more of a matte finish, and I'm just gonna go right along the crease of my eye and on the other corner. I'm just going to define that a little bit more, and then the way that I'm going to work that in is by blending it after. So it doesn't need to be perfect if you put the product on. And do the same thing on the other side. I'm just sort of defining the other corner of my eye and right where the lid is. Just want to give that area a little bit more definition. And now I'm going to just take a nice, light, fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to just blend that color all in together. Because again, I really don't want this to look very heavy. I just want it to look really blended and a little bit more defined. The same thing on the other side. So that's just a nice base for eyeliner. My favorite eyeliner right now is this Chanel. It's the liquid liner. It has a little ink pot at the end. I love this liner because I do tend to wear a liquid liner pretty much on a daily basis. And the reason I love this Chanel one is because it's super easy to apply. It glides on really, really soft. Because I want it to look really, really clean. Okay, that was looking good actually. I like it. I like everything except for the little smudge of eyeliner I have on my eyeshadow. So I'm going to try to fix that right now. And all I'm going to do is take an eyeshadow brush without any product on it. And I'm just going to try to scrape it off a little bit. There you go. So that's an easy fix. So instead of going in with any eye makeup remover or like a Q-tip or anything like that, I would just go in with a little hard eyeshadow brush, and this goes for mascara too if you get any liner or mascara anywhere that you don't want, and I would just scrape it off and then blend out your shadow again. Okay, lashes. Mink lashes from the Sephora collection. I used these for the first time just the other day, and I absolutely love them at this point because they have a really tiny band and that's really flexible, and the lashes themselves are really just soft and fluttery. So I'm going to go ahead and use those again today. And what I like to do is I like to put just a little bit of glue right on the knuckle on my thumb. So I'll just put a little dab, whoops, right there, just like, I don't know if you can see that, just a teeny tiny amount. You really don't need a lot when you're applying lashes. And actually I find now that almost the less the better, actually. You can see I've kind of over curved the band. I don't know if you can see that. And I've done that so that they're easy to put on. Well, I'll show you now. So I will take a pair of tweezers and I'll just place the lashes, hold them right in the center of the lash, and then I'll run the band of the lashes just through the glue, like that. So I'm really just getting a teeny bit on the band. I really don't want too much because I find they'll tend to slip around a little bit. So what I'll do is, because the tweezers are right in the center of the band, I will put that exactly into the center of my eye where I know that I want the band to be, and that will be, that's intended to be the first point of contact. So I'm just going to place these here, right on my lash line like that. Honestly, these lashes go on so easy. And then I'm going to place the outer corner just over top of the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to go in and place the center. I'm going to use a magnifying mirror for this. Right there, and then I'm just going to squeeze the band and my lashes together. And I like to have a little wet wipe or a makeup wipe or like a wet face towel handy. So I'll go in when I know the lashes are set in place and exactly where I want them to be. I'll go in and just sort of squeeze the lash band together to my lash line. Yeah, that looks pretty good. See, super easy to put on. Loving these Sephora lashes. Looks really good. Looks really natural. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do the other side. This looks really good. I could stop here, but I'm not gonna wear any makeup on the under, like do any liner or anything like that underneath my eye. So I'm just gonna accent the cat eye just a little bit more. This is, I don't even know what this brush is called. So this is sort of just a little flat, I don't know. I think it's an eyeshadow brush. I don't know. It's an eye contour brush. There you go. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to go in with a really dark powder. I'm going to go in with, again from the NARS collection, this black shimmery powder. And I'm just going to accent the outer corner of my eyes like this. And deepen that powder right over top of where the wing is. A little bit more. Same thing on the other side. So when I'm kind of at this point, I'm just dabbing the product on. You see, it's looking a little bit sloppy right now. But then that's going to be fixed by blending it out. So I'm not taking any of that black eyeshadow any further than the center of my eye. It's all on the outer corner. So my blending brush, go back in and just blend that corner a little bit. So just kind of softens the wing a little bit, but at the same time adds a lot more drama and volume. Okay, looks good. Before I apply any mascara, so what I'm going to do is go underneath my eyes with a little bit more of that concealer. So this time I'm taking a thicker brush and I'm just dipping it into the concealer. So this is the same Marc Jacobs concealer that I was using before to highlight my brows and highlight my brows. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of product underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to blend that in. I don't want to use a lot of product. I find by going underneath your eyes with a little bit of a lighter product, it gives you a nice kind of like a doll face. Just really makes your complexion look really, really smooth. There, so that's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to blend that out a little bit more with my Beauty Blender. Now for mascara. So I'm going to go in over top of my natural eyes natural eyelashes and my false lashes with my favorite mascara. This is the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl Mascara. I'm going to go right from the base, getting the most amount of product on the base. Give me a nice definition. Okay, now to finish off the face, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I don't like to do a lot of contouring. I don't know, you might call this contouring. I'm just going in with some bronzer. So this is the NARS bronzer in the color Laguna. And I'm going to go right in the hollows of my cheeks. Take that up to my temples and right around my hairline. I don't think you can overdo it with this. So if you're doing it, go for it. It's going to give you a really nice summery bronzed look. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. And for a nice summery soft look, I think I might do 2 colors first. So I like to blend the bronzer a little bit with a MAC brush in Style. So I'm just going to go in and apply that just over top of my cheeks. So this is going to have a little bit more of a peachy tone than the actual bronzer does, but it's got a little bit of a shimmer, so it's a nice transition for color and the bronzer. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to actually apply the lip, see how that works, and then I'll put on a little bit more blush if I think I need it, but I have a feeling this is probably taking it far enough. So this is a bright pink. I really love this for spring and summer. This is in the color Shia. And I'm not going to do a lip liner. I'm just going to go right in over my lips with the lipstick. And this is a little bit more of a matte color by NARS, but again, I really love NARS Cosmetics because there is so much pigment to all of their products actually, and they are very, very long lasting, which I love. I find that throughout the day you don't actually need to apply your lipstick that frequently. So then what I'm going to do, so I've got quite a bit of product on right now, is I'm going to go in with a MAC lip brush, and I like this brush because this is just a little, let's see, a little lip brush that's just kind of concealed on the end there. And then I'm just going to dab it in on the end of the lipstick and then apply that to the outer edges of my lips. So to finish this off, I'm not going to do any more blush. The only thing that I'm going to do is a little bit, just finish off the brows. And in order to do that, I'm going to take my Tarte, this is kind of like a clay gel, and I'm not sure what color this is, but this is like a medium brown color. I'm just going to set my brows with this clay gel. And I like this Tarte product because it's got a really sort of teeny tiny brush on the very end. And I'm just going to go brush the hair up in the center of my brows. So this is just going to lighten my brows a little bit and then make sure that the hairs stay in place throughout the day. Okay, so this is it for the final look. I really like the way that this look turned out with the black winged eyeliner, the bronze skin, and the really bright, bold lip. I think that this is perfect for spring and summer. If you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then please do so now so that you don't miss a single video. And you can always follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Karin Bohn. And until next time, bye for now. Okay, third time's a charm. Do you think that that looks crooked? I was just gonna kind of again, oopsie. I just hit myself in the face with my brush. Can you come here for a second? Does it look straight or does it look crooked? Or a lot of glue right on the band of the lashes? Hon, are you warming up your coffee?
No. Want me to warm yours up?
Yeah, can you? It's not angling down like this? No. I'm trying to go to Hawaii today for 2 days, but I don't know if I'm going to get on the flight. We'll see. All right, let's get started.